What's up guys, it's John Coles from the UKFA, and today I'm going to take you through the FG knot, otherwise known as the fine grip knot or finger knot. I call it the flipping good knot because it's never let me down. I use it in my speed jigging, slow jigging. I even use it while I'm live baiting. I really like it. I like how the knot's able to slide through the guides, and it just makes it nice and easy for me. It's in line with the Albright knot. I like both of them, but today I'm going to show you the FG knot, and this is how it's done. So let's go ahead and start showing you guys. So what we want to do, I just want to anchor the line down in my mouth, and what we're going to do is we're going to start with the mono. I'm using 40-pound mono on a PE3 setup, 8 strand braid. So we're going to start on the top, and we're going to work our way under and over, under and over. Okay, so let's get a few loops going. And you want to keep your line tight. I usually do about 10 to 20, all depending on the diameter of my line. Almost done. One more. Nice. So what you should be left with now, once you've done that about 10 to 20 times, is the FG knot that looks like this. You want your line to be nicely wrapped, nice and clean. You know, you don't want it to fold over each other. That's exactly how it should look. Now, before you carry on with this knot, it's very important to take the tag end of the braid and take that to your main line and put the mono in your mouth and pull down on this to tighten this up and shrink it. This will allow it to grip properly. So let's just go ahead and do that. Right, and you can see now how much smaller that is. I mean, it's barely the length of my thumbnail. Keep in mind, this is just for demonstration purposes. When I do this, it might be a few longer wraps till about here. So yeah, now what we're going to do is we're going to do the next part of this. I'm just going to cut this little part that I anchored down with my mouth because it's a bit too long. Right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to take the tag end of the mono with the main line and hold those two together. Now we're going to do a half hitch knot, a half hitch over the two lines. Straight forward and pull it down to where it meets, where it joins. Grab the main line of the braid and tighten that up nice and tight. Okay, now what you're going to do, you're going to do another half hitch. One more. So get those two together and you're going to go over and under. And take your time with it, there's no rush. Just remember to always take the main line and pull it tight. Alright, so you can see how it looks already. It's starting to look nice. Now what you're going to do is you're going to move the mono tag end. Just move it out the way, you don't need that now. And now what you're going to do is you're going to do a half hitch over the main line of the braid. Now a lot of guys do this half hitch the same way all the time. And then you hear people going, but the FG knot came loose. Well, it comes loose because you're doing it the same way all the time. You need to reverse that half hitch to the other direction so that they pull against each other. I found that that's the best way. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to half hitch the other way, go over and under. Sorry, getting a bit tangled there. Right, and bring that to the top. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to take that tag end of the braid and we're going to go into the half hitch, make a loop into the half hitch, but this time we're going to wrap it around 5 times. So let me just get this over and under there. So let's go under 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then you're going to just pull that down, hold the main line, just pull that down to the top of that knot over there, and then grab your tag end and it'll come tight just like that. And then just to finish that off, what I like to do is just do one more half hitch in any direction you want and pull that tight. Then you are 100% secured. Now what we can do is we can go ahead and we can cut off the tag end of this mono that's been bothering me while I'm doing my half hitches. You can cut it a little bit beforehand, but it's always good just to leave it on just to be 100% sure. And then you can go ahead and you can cut your tag end of your braid. Always try to get it as close as possible without cutting the braid. And we can just trim this little bit over here. Right, now what you're left with is this knot over here. This is just a little bit of the tag end of the braid still hanging about. Let's just polish that up. Right, now what you're left with is this little knot over here, known as the FG knot. This, my friend, is probably one of the strongest knots there are. They just don't break under tension, and I can't pull that too much harder because the braid will cut my hand. But these are absolutely fantastic. They work really, really well, and I highly recommend them. And guys, please be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and check us out on Facebook. Take care. Have a blessed day. Cheers.